Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Welcome again dito sa ating munting YouTube channel, Alan Basa at Ikaw. Ako pala si Alan Ralph Basa, isang Regulated Immigration Consultant in Canada or Licensed Immigration Consultant. Bago lang itong ating channel, kukunti lang ang ating subscriber. Pero kahit papano ay may nadadagdag naman. Please subscribe and follow po dito sa ating mga info videos dito sa ating channel na ito. Ngayon, ito pong ating YouTube channel na ito ay para po makapagbigay tayo at para po magamit itong platform ng YouTube para mas mapalawak ang abot ng ating pagbibigay ng mga information at mga bagay na mahalaga at makakatulong sa ating mga kababayan na nangangarap o nagnanais mapunta sa Canada. No? Sa dami-dami na lumapit sa akin na nagsusumbong na sila ay nabibiktima, daan-daang libong pera ang nakulimbat ng mga kapatid nating nasa social media at nagpapanggap na mga may alam at marunong sa immigration kung kaya't napatiwala ang ating mga kapatid, kababayan at kalaunan ay na biktima at ito pala ay mga scam, no? Kung kaya't tayo po ay pumasok na rin dito para po mabigyan ng tamang gabay ang ating mga kababayan. Anyway, ang ating topic last video ay kung bakit ngayon pa lang dapat maganda na at kumpletuhin na ng ating mga kababayang caregiver na nagnanais mag-apply as caregivers dito sa Canada. So balit na putol po yun dahil mayroong biglang tumawag na humingi ng tulong. Ngayon, first of all, I would like to make you aware po, no, na nakikita nyo naman sa social media na nagkalat na po ang balita na ang Canada ay naghihigpit na talaga sa mga foreign workers. No? Ano pong dahilan nito? Dito sa Canada kasi, nagiging issue na ang problema sa housing. No? Kakulangan ng housing problem, yung unemployment sa Canadian youth, at iba pang problema na nagiging nasa center stage ng political aspect ng Canada. Paparating po ang eleksyon federal sa buong bansa ng Canada, magkaroon ng federal election October of 2025. And this issue of housing crisis, youth unemployment has become a political issue. At it is my opinion na itong ruling government ngayon, ang Liberal Party, is so pressured, no, because of these problems that will, might lead to their defeat in the upcoming election. As a matter of fact, naangasan na ngayon yung Liberal Party sa survey, lumalabas na dumadami at mas lamang na ang pumapabor sa Conservative Party. And so because of that, the Liberal Party, this is my political opinion, the Liberal Party, the ruling government has to do something to send a strong message to the Canadian electorate that they are doing something on this problem, and that message will resonate to the Canadian voters to think that, to believe that Liberals are still a government they can rely on and they will vote in the next coming election. So, nagkaroon po ng mga biglaang big time na pagbabago sa ating immigration programs and policies. Just recently po, nagulat ang buong mundo nung inononsyo na ihinto na ang pagtanggap ng application sa mga low-wage stream jobs. And the Prime Minister announced that they will start no longer depending on foreign workers, no? So this has affected sa ating mga kababayan. As a matter of fact, ang dami pong nandito na sa Canada, yung mga visitor at tourists na gusto sanang mag-convert ng work permit by virtue of temporary policy that allows for tourists to convert to workers, bigla pong hininto yan. Ang daming affected. And we will be expecting more tightening and restrictions in the days to come because Immigration Minister Miller has announced that they will come up with some more restrictions in the in coming fall, no? So I have a strong feeling na ito po ay magkakaroon ng domino effect sa ibang programs. International students, high-skilled, high-wage jobs, and ultimately, the Immigration Canada will have to make the necessary immediate adjustments sa iba't ibang program to align to their objective of limiting the influx or the intake of foreign workers, because they believe that they have seen that the Canadian labor market has been flooded with foreign workers to the detriment of the Canadian citizens and permanent residents. So again, magkaroon po ng paghihigpit. Now, going back to the issue of caregivers, I am strongly suggesting, no, that or itong mga caregivers nagbabalak pumunta sa Canada as early as now, prepare your documents, prepare the basic requirements, no, para po kayo'y handa sa pagbukas nitong enhanced caregiver pilot, which I have a feeling will come up this coming fall. Bakit paghandaan na ninyo? Ito po ang rason. Number one, remember, the 2019 caregiver pilot, which allocates 2,750 for home support worker and 2,750 for home child care pilot. Right? So, siguro 5,500 all in all for the caregiver program. Every year, yan po ang cap, ang quota, kung ilan ang tatanggapin. Remember, during the 2024 and even in the past intakes, no, ang home support worker aabot pa ng ilang buwan, bakante pa. Subalit ang home child care pilot, isang araw lang puno na. This 2024, 4 hours lang pagbukas, puno na kaagad. Right? Take note, and that was on the previous program. Itong new enhanced caregiver pilot program ay mas lalong pinaganda. At dahil din yan, dahil pinaglaban po natin yan ng ilang taon. Nababaan yung mga requirements na abot ng caregivers. Kung kaya't, ang educational requirement which used to be so high, and in some instances na assessment kailangan pa ng diploma, college. Ngayon, ginawa na lang high school, equivalent ng Canadian education, which is equivalent to 1 year college in the Philippines curriculum. Now, education equivalent sa Pilipinas. Now, ang language requirement which used to be band 5 ay ngayon ay band 4 na, abot na abot. And also, what is even more amazing is that in this new program, kayong mga caregiver, pag dating sa Canada, permanent resident kaagad and the entire family. So, with these amazing features of this program, yung mga hindi nag-qualify noon, i-add on mo yan, and that you can imagine the volume of applicants now waiting for the program to open. Now, kung ikaw'y nagbabalak at hindi mo pa hinanda, hindi pa nakahanda ngayon yung documents mo at magbubukas na yung pilot program na yan, there's no way and there's no chance for you to make it. Dahil, as I've said, yun ngang last year, yung HCCP, 4 hours puno na mahirap pa yung educational requirement at ang language requirement benchmark. How much more ngayon? I would probably assume or speculate na isang oras lang puno na itong HCCP. So that is why dapat nakahanda na yung inyong mga requirements, no? Yung mga eligibility requirements. And hire and seek the services of a licensed immigration consultant. Huwag yung mga nandyan sa Facebook. Please lang, ang daming biktima, ang daming pera, daan-daan, milyon-milyon ang nasusunog dahil dito sa mga nagkalat sa Facebook at YouTube na nagbablog na kunwari ay nagdi-discuss ng mga immigration programs, policies at makuha ang tiwala ng mga kababayan at ipagtiwala sa kanila application at nauuwi either sa wala or sa scam or sa mali, no? So, again, please prepare your requirements now. No? I say I seek the services of a licensed immigration consultant to guide you and in preparing your requirements and the documents supporting documents accurately. No. Now, uh, question na palaging tinatanong, sir, affected ba yung caregiver sa paghihigpit ngayon sa Canada? Ang Canada has an immigration target each year, no? And this year, I can see that they're making several major adjustments, no, to restrict the number of foreign workers that will be coming in. Now, itong caregiver po, no, caregiver program, in my own opinion, uh, this is not a threat. This is not what you call this. This is not competing with Canadian citizens and PR in terms of the availability of these jobs. Dahil wala naman pong, it's very rare na mayroong Canadian citizen na mag-apply as caregiver or permanent resident na mag-apply as caregiver. Usually, if the caregiver already become permanent resident, hahanap na yan ng ibang trabaho. No? So, for that reason, I don't see any reason to worry na itong caregiver ay maaapektahan dito sa mga paghihigpit na ito. Nonetheless, in terms of the number of caregivers that will be processed, nasa batas po yan. No? Ito, basahin natin. The 2,750 cap or limit is based on the provision of Section 14, Section 14 subparagraph 2 of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, (IRPA) of Canada, no? The 2019 Annotated Immigration and Refugee Protection Act of Canada, Section 14, subparagraph 2. Limitation, despite any instruction given by the minister under paragraph 87.3, subparagraph 3C, no more than 2,750 applications in each class established under this subsection may be processed in any year. So, sa economic immigration, there is a limit set by ERPA, which is 2,750 each year. However, the law says no more than 2,750. In other words, they cannot go more than 2,750 cap per year for each class, but they can reduce it. They said no more than, but it can be less than. No, so whether it is 2,750 cap for each CCP and its home support worker pilot or less, I can assure you that there will be continuity in the processing of caregiver jobs in Canada. No? So please prepare your documents now and seek the services of a licensed immigration consultant, not those Facebook unscrupulous what you call this, people, which most of them are scammers, no? So again, caregivers, don't worry, prepare. And imagine, this is an amazing program. Kung nagsara yung ibang mga programs for temporary foreign workers, caregiving job is the alternative option. This will be our back door to go inside Canada and even more amazingly what you call this beneficial, no? Dahil pagdating nyo dito sa Canada, permanent resident kayo agad. All you have to do is to look for an employer here in Canada. And who that employer is, they can be people who you can find in different job sites or your relatives, no? Yung mga kamag-anak nyo dito. As long as their income reach the low income cutoff or the threshold, which depends on the area and the number of children and dependents staying in their home. Let's say, for example, in one area, the benchmark or the is $100,000 dollars annual income, then they can give you a job offer. And take note, pag ikaw ay nag-apply outside Canada, there is no more need for labor market impact assessment. Only job offer will do, right? And again, you will arrive in Canada as permanent resident, no? Pagdating mo sa employer, kung di nyo gusto, well, you can find another job because you are a permanent resident together with the rest of your family that is coming with you. Right? Okay, so yun lang po muna ngayon for now, and please share this video po. No? Makiusap po ako, i-share po nitong video na ito para po makakaabot din sa iba para mababawasan yung mga daang nagtatanong po sa akin sa Facebook dahil hindi po nila napapanood yung ating info videos. Right? Please share and also please also subscribe in my YouTube channel, no? Dito po sa Alan Basa at Ikaw. It will really help. Hit notification bell, and also you can follow me in my Facebook account, Alan Ralph Z Basa. Maraming salamat po. God bless us all, and tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pagsama-sama sa katuparan ng inyong mga pangarap dito sa Canada.